Well, actually, deep inside my heart, I've always placed it in the most important position. Maybe it stems from my personal sensitivity. Let me start by sharing a childhood story. Why I care about the environment. When we were kids, teachers told us not to litter. Back then, I was probably still in preschool. That's how our teacher taught us. And right after the lesson, I noticed that in my daily surroundings, including the teacher who gave the lecture, they didn't actually follow this rule themselves. So at first, I felt there was deception involved. Secondly, I realized that humans cause significant damage to the environment. So from a young age, I've been quite sensitive to this issue. Later on, as I gradually got into painting, and also because of my parents, they both strongly support environmental protection. Plus, my parents are what we Northerners call clean people, extremely tidy. My family environment was influenced by this mindset. And my profession is environmental art design, which also deals with space, architecture, and human livelihood-related aspects. I pay close attention to all these things, including everyday life matters. Now, on the surface, these might seem unrelated to my artistic creation, but they are actually deeply and intimately connected. Therefore, when I create works on canvas, whether flat or other forms of artwork, the content always draws from this endless source within me. I constantly reflect and contemplate the environment critically. I wonder how I can use my art to interact and communicate with the audience, to have a dialogue. First, let me talk about my understanding of the environment, and several key points in my creative practice. It's divided into three main parts. The first part concerns the natural environment, that is, the existence of physical matter, the mountains, rivers, and nature visible to our eyes. The second part relates to humanistic and historical environments, because I believe humanity and history are inseparable. The third part involves introspection into the human inner self, our spirit and soul, this vast, infinite universe, expressed through cosmic imagery, stars, and infinity. In this way, my work has no fixed direction. It focuses more on the inner world. Actually, every one of us has a heart, given to us by heaven. Everyone has their own talent or mission. People pursue many different kinds of careers, and ultimately, we all help each other. Regarding this idea of having no direction, perhaps, how should I put it? I think, first of all, in terms of my creative approach, I just have my own unique method. Historically speaking, maybe nobody has ever painted using straight lines, so I chose the simplest method. A straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points. Thus, I paint using straight lines. That's why I often say, I'm a living, thinking robot. Take those lines, for example. If I draw tens of thousands of lines repeatedly in a day, my arm would collapse. But now, it's fine. As you can see, I exercise regularly, go to the gym, and aim to maintain a healthy, sustainable cycle. From another perspective, regarding this notion of no direction, I think everyone has their own worldview, their own outlook on life, and unique ways of observing the world. Take animals, for instance. I used to keep pets. In that series of realistic paintings I made, it's exactly like this. They too have their own perspectives on the world. Well, I think everyone has their own way. So if we consider that whether we look at the sky, at the earth, or at mountains and rivers, there's actually no fixed direction. Whether we observe from within our hearts, or with our physical eyes, each person truly has their own unique way. But I believe art really needs humanistic care, compassion, to make people's inner worlds more expansive. And then love, hope, and light. I think this is the most important thing. So, in my creative work, I still focus more on nature. And then on the soul, on eternity and love. I believe love is the driving force behind everything. And this isn't just something I'm saying in today's interview. In many previous interviews, I've countless times mentioned that love is truly the driving force behind everything. And our world genuinely needs all nations to join hands and together become better stewards of our planet Earth.